Okay, everyone. So I'll be taking you through my library management system. So this tool is designed for people maybe like working at the library, and then a specific user might come and they want to borrow a book. So prior before borrowing a book, they can just be registered as the user, or rather, yeah, as a reader, and then added to that database. And then from there on, they can now borrow their book. And then now the person who's going to be using this application is obviously going to be the secretary. So they'd be handling like the admin of this application. Okay, the user just borrowed this book. After borrowing okay, they're registered as a user. After borrowing this book, they're just going to decrease the quantity now of the certain books that are there. So this is our homepage. Homepage just gives a brief overview and welcomes readers. Um, then here we can register a user. Let's say I want to register, let's say the reader is Conrad. Let's say Conrad's contact numbers are zero. Um, Okay, I hope this is 10 digits. And then since the person working at the library, they're handling all of this admin, they can now just create a reference ID, provide the reader with their unique reference ID. So now let's say the reference ID is, let's now say 097. Now let's say the address is, okay, let's just say something else. Let's say Rockville, Rockville, Moroka 8. Okay. Then we can save that. Then the user will be saved as Sin. Okay, I don't know why it saved those as two users. Okay, need to work on that. And then upon you set, you can search any user that you like to search here into our existing readers tab. So we can search. Let's say I want to search the specific user, Pumlani. Let me type that, Pumlani. Then search. Okay, then upon searching, this user is going to be returned with their contact reference ID, every detail about them, basically. And then here we have now the books tab. So here, maybe now I'm doing some bookkeeping. I'm counting how many books are there in store at the library. So now what I'm going to do is, okay, so somebody borrowed the book. Just going to decrease the quantity. Okay, this page is gonna take forever to load. Okay, then after decreasing the quantity, I'm gonna be left at 9. So gradually, after the users continuously take the book, I'm just gonna decrease the quantity. Okay, cool. And then now let's say there's a new book in store. I can just now simply add the book. Let's say now the book is um, The Summer I Turned Pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna reference this book. Okay, this is actually one of my favorite books, which is also like a series. It's written by Jenny Han. Not sure about that, so I'm just gonna write something false for now. Let's just say this. When was the publication date? It's also a while ago. But okay, because this is just for demo purposes, I can just select like any date that I want to select. Let's say maybe 2021, roughly there. Okay, done. Quantity, how many books of this like type, how many like the books with this title do you have with this ISBN? How many books? So I'm gonna say maybe 60, 60, 600 would be dramatic. So we can save. Yay, our book is saved, and here it is. It is appended smoothly, just like that. Okay. So now let's go here. Now go into the main point of this. So is here you may see we are using Django as I said before. So when as we are using Django, so we are updating this whatever when you like adding books, adding a user, it's updating the SQLite. So we're using SQLite as our database because we're not really like storing huge things and everything, right? So here what do we have? We have, okay, let me close this. Remember, this is our environment, our virtual environment in Python. So here we have a lot of things. So we have templates. We have in templates, you're now gonna have your models PY. You're gonna have your URL. I mean, besides template, you have a templates folder, and outside the templates folder, you're gonna have your admin, your models, your test, your URLs. Some of these files that are auto-generated upon you creating a Django project. Um, okay, so the admin, they're gonna be just generated because you're gonna need an admin. You're gonna need a models. I mean, every application needs a models because models like in Node, a model basically defines how so we have a schema that defines how that specific document should be like. It should have a name, it should have a surname, it should have the ID, which is auto-generated, it must have dates and everything. So here our schemas, the models is like our schema. And yeah, this is how it goes. We also have now what's this URLs? URLs I think that just like specific that like they're very direct. So URLs is now our routing. Um, so we are connecting to our routes to our controllers. So we think of it like controllers because you're matching the routes with the specific controller function. And then now we have the views. So what the views is do, like the views are now our controller function in this case, right? And then now we have our templates. Templates now is just now all our HTML files that you see in our front end. And yeah, I guess that's like pretty much it. I don't think there's much to dive into, but yeah, thank you for watching my demo.